I'm gonna show you how to adjust a metal bracelet with screw links. So I bought this unbranded $5 stainless steel bracelet, and I'm gonna put it on this About Vintage 1926 at C Automatic. Stainless steel watch bracelets are available in a lot of different places online at varying prices and qualities. For me, I'm okay with the cheap, unbranded ones as long as they've got solid stainless steel links. Alright, let's take a look at the tools we're gonna need for this. A spring bar tool and a small flathead screwdriver. We won't need a split pin remover and a hammer for this since it's not a split pin bracelet. By the way, split pins and screw links look similar at first glance, but one way to know is to look at both sides. With screw links, you can't see the hole on the other side, but with split pins, you can. So now that you know what kind of bracelet you have, let's get started. First, we need to attach the bracelet to the lugs. Connect the end link to the end of the bracelet and shoot the spring bar through. Check the clasp orientation so you know which side goes at the bottom of the watch and which side goes at the top. Now that you know which side goes where, position the end links with the spring bar like this. And using the spring bar tool, the side that has the two-pronged fork tip, get the spring bars into the holes at the lugs. When it's done, wiggle the bracelet around just to make sure that it's secure. The end link here is a little wobbly, but we'll get back to that later towards the end of this video. Now that it's attached on both sides, it's time to remove the links. Ideally, the clasp sits at the center of the front of your wrist, so using that as a basis, see how many links you'll need to remove. From my experience, if you're taking out an odd number of links, the side towards you should be the one with one less link. If your clasp has micro adjustment holes, aim for one of the holes in the middle. That way, it's more convenient for you in the future to resize, since you won't have to change links. To remove links, use a small flathead screwdriver and start carefully rotating it out. Remove the links you don't need, then reconnect the remaining ones and put the screws back together. Make sure you keep the unused links in a safe place, as you might need them again when your wrists get bigger or if you decide to sell your watch. It's not easy to find matching individual links, so if you lose one, you may have to buy an entirely new bracelet. When it comes to finding that ideal, comfortable number of links to remove, it's always a trial and error process for me. I never get it right at the first time, so don't be frustrated. Now, I did mention a while ago that the end links were a bit wobbly and it was showing this gap. Thankfully, since this was the folded, teeny kind of end link and not a solid end link, I could easily fix this. The gap here between the top and the bottom of the end link is 5 mm. First, cover the end link with a cloth to prevent scratches. And using pliers, I carefully pressed the end link to lessen the gap to 4 mm. Be really careful with this because excessive bending back and forth can break the end link. I ended up with a gap of a little less than 4 mm, so it no longer wobbles. And there we go. Looks like it fits well. I think it looks pretty good, but what do you think? Anyway, thanks for watching. If you need a tutorial on how to remove split pins, check out this video. And if you want to watch a review of this 1926 at C Automatic, check out this video.